Ohio.
There we go. Hi, everybody. How you doing?
You're over the computer, so it might be mushy.
Mushy.
We are here to talk about our 9th Fireside chat. All things Tulliston.
Indeed.
And yeah, I like the funk music. Don't be talking shit.
No. That's funny, Rose.
I do have to agree with Rose, though.
I thought it was funny. I was getting dinner ready and heard it kick off and was like, "Oh, what have we selected for tonight?"
I was trying to cheer you guys up before a super depressing game.
Yeah, for real. I am holding in my hand the 2 beads I made on my test stream.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably have to put those right in front of the camera, but if you go look in the Discord and roll back, I think I posted them in the general. So,
they're cool.
Anyone that tuned in for that, it's awesome.
I'm sure they're far too small in the camera there, but
yeah,
they are very
I would have
cool.
to get up and walk over there and stick them in the camera, and it's much better. Just check out the Discord. I've got some close-ups in there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, hold on a second. Let me turn the mic down a little bit. It's loud.
Are we loud?
Don't want to be too loud.
Get funked.
That should be a little bit better. Now if we're too soft, just let me know.
Yep.
So,
Where to start? It's
Where
been
to
kind of a
start?
short week because we had yesterday off.
indeed.
I was actually originally intending to get some work done, and then alcohol started flowing through my house, and you know how that goes.
Yeah, I do. In fact, I do. I play a game called Don't Drink Till Sundown, usually, which is a game I play especially on vacations. Which is that at 5:00 p.m., right? That's sundown for the purposes of the game. Before that, you only have 3 hearts. If you lose your hearts, man, it's no good. So you can't drink until 5, or you lose hearts. So when people started drinking around me, I had to set my drinks aside and be like, "You guys, it's not sundown."
That said, we did get some stuff done.
Yeah.
For example, I mentioned last week that we were finalizing a bunch of stuff on the stats and attributes and stuff for the pen and paper. So,
And we've got that hammered out now.
there's a couple of points where I'm not quite done, which is what to do when you cap a skill or cap an attribute.
Right, and we have a couple ideas. We just haven't.
I actually have
which one we
a
want.
proposed plan. I'm just not in. I haven't done any checking on the numbers yet. So I think when you cap an attribute, you'll get an extra die that you can use in a roll with any skill that you use that attribute with.
Yeah.
All right, I see.
I remember talking about this.
Right.
Yep.
Well, originally that was going to be on the skill.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it more and more, and then I thought, well, it would be more valuable as an attribute because you could use it across multiple skills.
Exactly.
But at the same time, because it's a range of 1 to 10 instead of a guaranteed X,
Correct.
it means that its impact is maybe not as powerful on any individual skill.
Right, because you could roll low.
Right, because you could roll low and it could just be a +1. You know.
Yep, like a mastery die, exactly.
And so I thought maybe mastering a skill will give you like a +5 bonus to success checks. God, excuse me.
You need an elocution class as well.
Apparently so, yeah.
Skill checks.
But yeah, so like if I ever cap diplomacy, right? Then anytime I do a diplomacy skill check from that point on, period, even if I eventually degrade below mastering it, I'll do so with a +5 bonus.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
because you're a past master.
Exactly. You may not be in your prime, but you still remember how it's done.
Yep.
And I felt like that more accurately modeled mastery of a skill, while at the same time maybe making capping a skill slightly more valuable than capping an attribute depending on your strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Which made both choices then sort of interesting because you could build characters that focused on the advantage of capping attributes or characters that focused on the advantage of capping skills.
Right.
I like that.
But not both.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could
sort of
in a
go
limited
that.
amount, like the CP cost of upgrading that stuff is what acts as a throttle there.
Correct.
But I'll bet you that some grognard will figure out the optimum path to I can cap every attribute and 5 skills or something. We'll see.
I'm Conan!
But I bet you that's rare.
Yeah, fair enough. Interesting. Yeah, we've got some stat stuff.
Yep, and so I've started putting that in the player's guide, which is actually where I was going when I started mentioning this.
Right.
So I rewrote the attribute section to list the new finalized attribute list. I mean, some stuff is still like I gotta write quotes and flavor text and that kind of stuff, but the actual like meat's there already. And I'm starting working on the quick character create method right now.
Excellent. Yeah.
I remember.
And I'm pretty sure that at this point, quick character create is probably going to be all of your attributes start at 4, but you can shift those points around any way you want.
Okay.
Right.
Nothing lower than a 1. Nothing higher than a. Can you roll with a 10?
7.
We could cap it if we wanted to. I'm not actually sure that we need to yet.
Yeah.
So, for example, I don't know that we necessarily need to cap skills either, which is something else that we've been discussing. I'm leaning towards trying not to and seeing what happens, because I think it'll only matter if you have a storyteller that gives out CP like there's no tomorrow, and no one else is going to let you use those characters anyway. It's the Monty Hall problem, right?
Right, exactly.
So why fix a problem we know we're never going to fix?
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you know what I mean?
I do. That is fair.
So I'm leaning against caps for skills, but if we are going to do caps for skills, it'll be a relatively easy attribute calculation.
Certainly.
I like Neuro's attribute 1 plus attribute 2 plus attribute 3 divided by 2.
Yeah, that was all right.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to remember, at least.
Yeah, and that gives you a number between 1, if you're rounding, 1 and 10, 1 and 15 really, but
yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Where should you put
resources? Do we have a central repository for fan contribution that isn't wiki?
What we've mostly been doing is using Google Drive. So like people will put something up on their Google Drive and then link it
or share it
in the Discord.
There isn't any like trusted or admin or weird system like that, so I'm dubious of giving people links to drop certain things in just one
it has to be
file
one,
of
it has
the
to be
Google
one
Docs.
in this direction.
The
And
benefit
also
of people
Google Docs
sharing
has
the
only
benefit
so
of people
much
sharing
space.
their links from Google Docs is that they can control access to the documents they create.
Yeah.
Right. So, if we need to make sure that only certain people can download art, right, then we would only give certain people access to do so.
Correct.
Likewise, if you had a story that you wanted to share, or you were coming up with a proposal for mechanics, but you didn't necessarily want to share it with the body of the group and only give it to a few people, sharing it out of your own Google Docs would let you do that. So that's kind of the method I favor anyway, and that's just sort of how it's been working overall. I'll sometimes use OneDrive for office stuff, Word and Excel.
Yeah, but generally Google Cloud it and link us.
Right. So for example, I would have to dig it up, but there's a link that will let you view the current manuscript of the player's guide while I'm writing on it. You can't edit it, but you can certainly look and see what we're doing, and that's a OneDrive link.
Sure enough. Yeah, that was just responding to a
Headcloth's question. Yep.
Mr. Headcloth. Indeed, comrade. So I would say put that up on Google and then link us for that, and we can check it out and use what we can. Always clear your sources so we know where anything's coming from. We can't steal anyone's art, only much as we'd love to.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Yep. Likewise, I today even I got the rare cards I hoped to add to the bot's divination card set. All input finally, and I fixed a data error.
Somebody do a reading.
That has a so now we have a proper king of, was it stars?
Yeah, king of stars.
Yep. So that's in there now, and I think at this point everyone is everyone is represented. Everyone that should be represented is anyway. And if anyone sees anything egregious, let me know.
How many cards are we up to now?
I'm not sure. I think we were saying in chat it was something like 85.
Wow. 74
that's big.
Or 76
that's big
the
deck.
last time I looked.
Yeah. Counting all of them, I think it's something like 85 now.
Nice.
That's cool. You're also writing a story, right?
I'm writing some
Oh
stuff.
yeah, you guys were starting that last week. How'd that come?
We have some
How'd that
ideas.
go,
We're
I
not
guess?
completely done yet, but we have some stuff's happening.
Yeah, we're gonna see it sometime this week, or are we gonna have it by next Fireside Chat?
I was thinking this week, next Fireside Chat for sure, but was thinking I was going to try to nail it this week. Also, we haven't got our Patreon up because we did not get our
videos
shot, so that's another imminent goal that we need to hit.
Yeah, we could do that this afternoon.
That's what I was thinking this afternoon. So, all things 83. It's 83. Yep, and I did because those guys, as cool as they are, we don't get cards.
Yeah, I don't have a card.
You guys get cards. So, right, that's kind of what I was working on.
Though there are cool Telestone cards.
There are bitchin' Telestone cards.
Seriously, if you haven't seen the Telestone thread, especially most recently, if you haven't seen the Telestone thread in our forums, go to telestone.com and go to the forums and give them a look. Nightfinger outdid himself. They're pretty good.
They are pretty cool. I agree with that. Forums, thing to check out. Website hasn't had a lot of updates this week, I don't think.
No,
little tweaking.
Yeah, it's mostly. So at this point, I'm waiting for somebody to do a thing, and then I can steal some stuff from that somebody's thing. But they're sort of not doing that thing,
Right.
and so I gotta,
Harass.
yeah, harangue.
Hassle.
Yeah.
Harangue. Indeed.
So yeah, without naming any names, that's something I got to deal with the fact that timing isn't working out the way it's supposed to. I said the timing's not working, Corey. The timing's not working.
Oh no.
Well, yeah. So as soon as I get that fixed, then there's going to be another major overhaul to the site, so that all of the other cool stuff that has been provided can actually be shown. Because there's pieces that
We can't show you.
Yeah, that like Cloaked and stuff did. That's like awesome, and I can't do anything with them yet because the way we have it set up, it's not possible. Right? So it's kind of a pain in my ass. But as soon as these other people do this thing, then I'll be fine.
Excellent.
I won't throw anybody under the bus.
Yeah.
That would be ill. That'd be ill-phonic. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that would be
No.
ill.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
We'll be those guys.
Another milestone some of you would like to hear about is that Verde's upgrades that people so generously donated for over the past couple months during my streams when I was gathering donations for Verde to get his RAM updated and some other things like that. His updates have all been purchased, so now we are waiting for them to come from the egg, and then we will update his streaming machine.
Thank you so very much.
Then I'll be able
You
to
guys
show
are
his
awesome.
face when he's playing games.
Shooty games.
Play shooty games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Overall enhanced experience for everybody.
Oh, hello,
Hey,
Pegasus
Pegasus
Feed.
Freed, how you doing?
Yeah, dude, I'm actually really curious about that AMD stuff because I read that leak too, and if that's true, that's pretty hardcore. The next generation of video cards are going to be amazing.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
They're gonna be sick.
Should be done today. I'm working on some art, constellation
Oh, it's Shadowwind.
art.
Hi,
Hi.
Shadow.
Hey, it's nice to see you.
Always.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But I'm working on some art that should be finished like by the end of today. Absolutely. And that's just a little piece of candy for you to, marvel at, chew upon, contemplate on.
Yeah, right. There's always that possibility true, Zero. That's why I'm like, if it's true.
Right.
I mean, the R9s were supposed to be amazing too, and they were. Well, I mean, if you were cracking coins, they were amazing, but otherwise they were all right, I guess.
Yep. Weren't they pretty much the best?
Which sucks, because I actually love AMD. Like, I would buy all AMD products if they actually performed up to the potential that we're told that they should. Like, I really would. They're awesome. But they're like, if you turned it up to 11 and then like clamped the sound, you know what I mean? They're awesome, but only in this really sort of mediocre range.
In this band. True enough. Besides that, what other interesting things have I done this week with regard to Telestone? I made some inquiries on the business side about how much it will cost to print things, print on demand, and that sort of stuff, and what our options are with regard to doing print runs for posters or maps or star charts or any cool,
Star
artistic bits. And I guess I can say it. When we roll the Patreon, one of the first goals, milestone tings that I have on there is that I will stream the creation of a new map of the known colonies in the Broggian style with a dip pen.
Nice.
And I will stream that, and then that will serve as the source for a printed map.
That's
that
really
will be
cool.
one of the first feelies we send out.
Yeah, it'll be pretty dope.
I did, in fact, look into Drive-Thru RPG. Comrade, we have seen them multiple times. We know that.
I actually have a vendor account with Drive-Thru RPG, in fact, already. Had it for several years now.
Nice.
Never used it, but I've had it.
Yeah, I've never used
So
it.
when it comes time to distribute through there, I'm pretty sure all we have to do is go through content approval. We don't have to vet ourselves or anything like that. If it's all taken care of.
That would be hot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Yeah, I did it when we first founded Skyward because I was like, someday we're going to put out an RPG. I know we are.
Yeah. And my colleague is not awesome, but that just means it won't look like it was machine printed. It'll look like some hoary old Broggian.
I was going to say
I've
seen examples of what you do, and it's awesome.
Thank you.
I think you're underselling yourself. So there is one other thing that got done over the last week before the break that we really haven't talked about at all yet, and that's we did our next dev stream.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
And man, it was really cool. All kinds of people were hanging out, and there's in the video channel and in the Discord, there's Pole, there's Headclot, there's a whole list of people. Nine or so people who are really into it.
Yeah.
Rose, there's lots of people. So I am going to be streaming again, but I'm camping this week.
Yeah, on
Thursday night.
Oh, indeed.
Which is when I normally stream.
That's true.
So I might steal a stream time tomorrow.
I see. I can trade out my rando stream for a dev stream.
Just so that I make sure that we get progress made and that we get stuff done.
Yep.
Yeah. And don't you guys worry. I'm going to assume that I was the guy who was going to cover Thursday, unless you really, from the lack of having a Wednesday stream, would want to do Thursday.
I'm chill, man.
Okay.
You can.
But I was assuming
I'll be on Friday again, destroying the world.
Yep.
That's what we do.
I'll be on Thursday.
I am not an abandoner, Rose. I am a what do they call that? A sabbaticalizer.
A sabbaticalizer. He's a sabbaticalizer.
A sabbaticist.
language.
Sabbaticist.
Sabbaticist.
I like that. Sabbaticist.
I'm a professional sabbaticist.
That's a $5 word.
What?
I just call them splitters.
Yeah, it's actually my birthday's coming up, and just as a regular sort of tradition, me and a few other folks go camping every year up at one of the local reservoirs. So I'll be spending my weekend at the lake. In fact, we're renting a boat this time, so I'll be spending the weekend on a lake.
Yay, nice.
on a boat.
Yep, I will be on a boat. I can't
Nice.
believe I'll be on a boat.
You can't, so you're gonna have to get Periscope so you can.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, guys?
I'm on a boat.
Yep, can't believe you're on a boat. I don't think they have bears up at Carter Zero.
Nah, no bears.
I mean,
Really up
they
in
can.
Carter.
They
Yeah,
have
like, I
bear-proof
wouldn't-
cans, but
I
I'll bet you
wouldn't
bears
rule it
down
out,
there are
but
worried
I've never
about
seen
the
it.
neighbors.
Have seen a mountain lion up there though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Lots of deer too, which is cool.
Oh yeah, all kinds.
Sometimes they'll come right through
Right
the
through
camp
the
in the morning.
campsite. Yep. I've been sitting up in that site and seen deer come through the site.
Totally.
Fun stuff.
Yep, it's fun. Maybe I'll bring my Surface if I get decent enough Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi?
Maybe I'll stream.
See, you can stream.
Probably not though. It's terrible reception up there.
Well, what would you be streaming? Hi, I'm gonna kick my feet up,
Yep, exactly.
read a book.
Here
No,
I
we
am.
do have
Here
bears.
I am reading.
Zero.
I'll point
We
the
do have
camera at
bears.
the book, right?
Oh, we don't have bears. Just
My,
I'm pretty sure that they're gonna still be lowland enough that they're not gonna have.
Yeah, it's not that there aren't bears; it's that there generally aren't bears at that particular site.
Yeah. It's not really high up or close to any of those places where bears would be.
No, and in fact, on one side of the reservoir, there's literally houses across the street.
Yeah.
There's a neighborhood over there.
Bears wouldn't want.
You know.
Bears
Well, they
wouldn't
would.
like
They
that
just
place.
want the trash cans.
Yeah, but they don't necessarily need the bolted up trash cans at the campsite when there's a suburb right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely. So, what else have we done on the Teleston front?
I'm starting another story for next week. I mean, really for the week after, but I might actually have it done by next week because I kind of know how it goes already.
Yep.
And that should be enough for us to start building that rotation thing that we were talking about.
Correct.
So on the website, once that happens, that'll probably be my next goal.
Website goal is to get up the
To
rotation.
figure out
with
how to do it. I know it's possible, I just don't know how. So I just have to do a little bit of Googling and figure out what it takes and then get it all set up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I spent a few hours configuring the surface that Zero Mega so graciously and awesomely sent out to us, and that was what I was doing that test stream on for the beads yesterday, and I'm pretty sure that that's a software issue, or like you said, maybe it's a video driver issue.
Yeah,
Still
so-
software, but
So the internet seems to think that it's not a problem with the surface, it's a problem with the configuration.
yep. So there's that. Yep. And
No, I'm bringing the surface with me, Rose, so I'm thinking I might actually start riding this with me.
Yeah.
Next to the lake.
yeah, bet no better place. It's sitting right.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be brilliant.
Well, Hemingway, that shit.
Like you do. Like you do. Yeah, I ordered one. I ordered one. I got a pen coming.
Oh, nice.
It's got 3 buttons.
Wasn't even
Yeah, dude,
really
the
a
pens are
scrub
actually nice.
donation.
Yeah, that was not a scrub donation.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Especially since I'm convinced that maybe you've bugged it because, you know,
It's
reasons.
all set up with spyware.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Awesome.
Whoop, whoop. Hi.
Well, you know what he does for a
I
living.
do, I do.
Maybe you want some valuable information from, you know, a storytellers. Maybe that's useful somehow.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Decoding or something like that. How's the t-shirts going? I think they're okay.
Yeah, we've sold some
13, 14,
Something
something
like
like
that.
half of what we set out to sell so far, with
Yeah.
2 weeks left to go on the thing. I threw $10 at Facebook to do a little advertising. I don't know that it's actually sold anything, but
Yeah.
I figured $10 isn't going to kill me.
Yeah, me neither.
why not? Little targeted stuff for sure.
Yep. And I figured that way we could get like any metalheads who like Riddick art. who
Yep, I
don't
keep
know what
advertising it
Teleston
once a
is.
week.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. He did. That's true.
Yeah, that's
Riddick art, and
that's,
yep.
Yeah, that's Riddick's artwork, and I just threw it together in Teespring because I was like, isn't there one of those sites that does that thing?
Yeah.
And I realized Teespring, and there's actually of sites, there's a ton of sites that do that, but I realized Teespring was the one I wanted to go with because they use the exact same shirts we did when we made the revival version.
Right. So you can basically just a continuation of
Yeah, their printing is
line.
probably not going to be the same quality, but it's probably going to be at least this quality, and this is like shirt punch, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And this is fine. Like, this is a great shirt.
I like mine.
Yeah.
See, that's what I keep on saying, Zero. We need 6 booby shirts.
We actually debated whether or not to make the 6 booby shirts, and people were uncomfortable with the idea.
I was down. I
I
remember
was
actually,
down.
and I'll wear an anima.
So
All 6.
I think the anima shirts actually look really good too, so we may do that in another run later.
Yeah.
The cool thing is we don't have to sell out. The shirts will get printed once a certain number were ordered,
and we've already
and we hit
thresholded
that
on
certain number within like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So everybody who's ordered gets a shirt. Everybody who's gonna order gets a shirt.
Yep.
It's just it's only gonna run for 14 more days, so don't sleep on it if you want a shirt.
No.
Exactly. That's funny. Like that's what I taught my daughters too.
And shoot that shirt out to people that, you know, you might think would be interested in that shirt, because I found that, you know, friends are kind of open to, you know, you doing that kind of thing.
But they're cool shirts.
Yeah,
they are.
they're sexy. They got crow skulls on them, and
Yep. I also
Were we
picked up
selling
a
stickers
sticker.
too?
Yep.
yep, stickers as
I'm
well.
gonna stick that on my Surface.
How
in
many
fact.
stickers do we sell?
I haven't looked. I think maybe 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
I got a nice green hoodie.
Yeah, I got a green shirt and a black shirt.
I don't have anything.
So
Should get your dad to buy it.
Yeah, for sure. I need to,
Yeah. Yeah, I told you about the constellation. That'll also be using a bit of Riddick art, but it'll be very tasteful. It'll be very. I think you guys will like this a lot.
Very
Yeah,
tasteful.
it looks cool so far.
It'll
So.
be classy.
What else? Whenever I talk about this, I feel like a nerd. I've expanded our viewer base by 3 more groups. And these groups all together have 30,000 people in them, so we should have a lot larger of a viewer basis if people actually pay attention to my posts.
Way to market, marketer.
Yeah, man. I'm totally not evil.
This shit matters, though.
It does.
It kind of does. By kind of, I mean, yeah, it does.
Yeah, like it legitimately just does. So yeah, for those of you who were interested in collaborating on the divination card app, there is a Trello board that lists a few of the open tasks. Things that I'm going to do on a stream are generally in their own little categories, so you don't have to worry about, stepping on my toes by picking a task. If I can dig up the link, I will post it. Otherwise, it's in the Discord, and if you remind me in the Discord, I can just show it to you again. Wow, thank you.
There it is.
Well done.
But yeah, if you're interested and you know a little bit about Unreal, grab a task and let me know, and I'll give you access to our GitHub repository where the actual game is kept. And then you can start working on it. Cool thing about the way Git works is that you don't have to worry about effing up the project because you'll work in your own branch, and then I'll integrate it myself when the time comes. So if you've never used Git, go Google it if you're still interested in collaborating. It's cool. It's easy to use.
Yeah. We also need a bunch of art.
And yeah, we always need art.
I have some card back ideas. I have some layout ideas, but need a bunch of art.
So we should start talking about that on the Divination Card channel.
Yep.
Because I think there's plenty of people standing by to help there.
I agree.
Also, I think we should make a Telestone game.
Telestone?
Yeah, I don't know that we'll call it that, but I mean, I think we really ought to. I keep looking at Nightfinger's cards going, man, some of these mechanics sound great.
I've dabbled with the trading card game design in my past.
Yeah, it's long term. It's not anything we would do immediately. I just think there's fodder there,
Indeed.
And I think if we think about
you
it
could do
right, we
3D.
could do a really good one because we have Leaf, who has played almost every single disc. And
Sure.
if I was thinking of a good sorry, that's no longer the name of this game. If I was thinking of a new Teleston game, I was thinking maybe, because I have thought about this a little bit, a deck builder where you're a merchant or some bullshit like that, sort of like Fallout's Caravan.
No, that's kind of interesting. I get you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I had thought about it before, but we had already a whole bunch of other things that were on our table, and so I wasn't going to suggest anything like it.
Yep. Yeah, and there is actually a couple art schools around, and I have tentative contacts at the Colorado Institute of Art because I went there. So I could hit up students. Plus, there's CU Boulder, which is a fairly large state school, full of hippies.
Yeah, there's a couple of other schools too.
Right. So there's no shortage of places we could maybe reach out to get some artwork done. I just need to figure out what my budget is for the deck, and
Yeah, there are people in our own personal networks too, all over the place. It's just none of them work for free. You know what I mean? So
of course, sir.
So I haven't really approached any of them about doing any kind of work for us at the moment. So I don't know who's specifically available. But between the two of us, we know 300 or 400 artists who work on commission.
Right.
But it's more about, like you were saying, just knowing what our actual budget is and figuring out then how many artists we're going to need and figuring out who that shakes all those lists down to.
Right. What we
because
can
everybody
afford.
works at different price points and that kind of thing.
Yep. We're thinking 83 cards. If we roll with this current set, it would be 83. I might cut the rares because the rares are kind of just for you guys.
I actually agree, sir. I know you're kind of talking shit, but I actually do agree.
True.
Yeah, we should make an actual we should make the real divination set.
Oh,
Because I mean, like,
That's happening.
That's the plan.
That's
man.
we're
better
if
on
people can get away with fucking selling the tarot of vampires
Yeah.
and the tarot of fucking elves,
No,
why
no.
can't we sell the tarot of fucking Teleston?
No, we can and we will. That is the plan.
I've just never figured out the vampires calling it tarot. I totally get right.
Really?
Born humans, human customs. Sure. Elves? That makes no sense.
Yeah. No.
That's devious. Hey, teacher, how'd you like to teach a class on fantasy illustration? And give us all the pictures.
Hey,
you
maybe
generate.
maybe you should offer to give a class on art production.
No.
Yes, just
It's not.
don't look at the fine print where I take
not a
everything you
tarot.
do and ship it. Because I can do that.
Oh, that's funny.
It's a reading deck. You do the same thing.
Yep.
Same game.
Yeah, I agree, Rose. They should get into the divination card and Vidya channels. I totally agree.
I am in
I
those
agree.
channels. I just don't talk in them all the time. I lurk.
certainly.
I lurk in every channel. If
Not
you
even
say
hard,
something in the channel, I might see it. I most likely will see it and scroll past it. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, they're oracle cards. They're div cards.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, Cloaked, that's part of what I was pricing.
That's a good idea.
over the week and a half was I'm trying to figure out exactly
There
where
are a
I can
couple
put
ways to do
that
that.
as a
That's right
price
there.
point or as a thing I can sell and not kill us with fulfillment or keeping inventory because you're looking at the office. We don't need to have stacks of pulp over here that we can't ship.
There is a stigma against asking artists to work for exposure in our industry.
Quite
That's why we're laughing zero.
right.
It's not actually even that it would be a bad deal for a new artist. It's that has been used to exploit so many artists in our industry that
There's
I feel like you can't even say it without twirling your mustache just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
tipping your silk hat.
right.
Those children won't know what I do.
Yeah.
I have an actual.
That's
topper
not on
that
you, that's
costs
on the industry.
$60-something dollars made of felt and velvet.
Yeah, poor Penelope's tied to the train tracks.
Right. How's she going to pay the rent that way?
Right.
I don't understand.
She must pay the
I
rent,
know.
but she can't pay the rent.
I bet it is, Cloak. I bet it is. Because in the music industry, your art is the artwork on the CD or the CD cover. And so, yeah, how about you do this little art thing for us? Yeah, sure. Here's your of money, and now get the fuck away.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, no, we were totally... I mean, we didn't... It's just... You know how it is.
Yeah. Oh, you're a straight edge band? Oh, so we were gonna pay you with drink tickets.
Yep.
Oh, that is so terrible.
Exactly. Well, after fees, here's your cut of the box office.
Yep.
This is 2 drink
$20.
What?
You can get some McDonald's and sleep in the van.
Exactly.
Good job.
So
I actually do a lot of work for free too, Headclot. Though usually under a pseudonym and nobody knows.
I'm down with that. Yeah, go under the pseudonym. Yeah, you're totally right.
Well, yeah, that way I don't get in trouble for...
Moonlighting.
Yeah.
Some walk by night, some fly by day. That's right. Yeah, you got. Oh, we're gonna take 30% of your merch, but you got a table, right? You're gonna sell that stuff, yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
I'm
same story.
selling it.
Well,
too?
and consider that what we're doing is very much like musicianship or artwork or whatever. We're selling a dream, man.
No, this is hilarious because
I like Zero's idea.
Huh?
Yeah, just go in with the waxed mustaches and top hats.
Top
All
hat.
right, children, welcome to the industry.
No, this is hilarious because it.
Have somebody wheel in like an old piano.
It's touching on what I was. I talked to you guys about this earlier today. I was trying to do some research, and I did discover some cool industry stuff that made me more professional, I guess. But I was trying to research how, as a writer or as game developers, we could advertise our ideas and shit to artists and people like that. And we're selling a dream. We need an agent. I've been getting these answers right here, and it's all sort of like kind of evil.
If there's money on the table, it's easy.
Yeah.
Right. It's
And hard.
It's fair trade for honest work. Right.
Right.
It's not a problem. The problem is when there's no money on the table, and it's like, man, I'd really appreciate your help, but
Yeah. Well, and knowing that what we expect to do is make some money with
So
that.
a really good example, like, and it's I don't want to say it baffles me because it
I
doesn't.
have one,
But like,
and actually I'm going to be moving stuff there soon.
yeah,
So.
I don't know. I am often amazed at how much other people are willing to volunteer in our own community. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
It's insane. It's insane. It's cool, but it's nuts. Like,
Yep. I haven't shown you yet because I want to put it in one of the actual books I print.
right, look at everything Cloak did for the website.
Right.
Right? That's hundreds of dollars of work, at least.
Yep. Yeah, I have 2 original pieces
Right.
that Jid did that I think are great.
How many
but I'm
hours has
I'm
Rose spent
reserving them.
editing text?
Yes.
You know, poll mods
the
are
text.
effing chat. None of
And
these are
thank you
free
for that.
jobs
Sometimes
in the real
that's
world.
painful.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
understand.
Like, 0-2 for that matter. Never mind all the other cool shit. Like, it's just insane.
Yeah, 0. That happens too. That absolutely happens.
Yeah.
I know some people
Should
in
talk about
Singapore-
Hawaii game studios
Oh.
and why there aren't that many of them.
Why there aren't that many of them, indeed.
Oh.
Yup.
Jeez.
I almost worked for Konami
Dude,
in Hawaii
sir.
once.
Bit Lake, like, our whole community just wants to help. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, they're fucking awesome. You guys are fucking awesome.
Seriously.
Thank you. I wish I was a dick millionaire because then I could just hire people and like.
I would, yeah.
I just
If I had the money, I could make it happen. You know, if we all wanted to move to Ireland,
make it rain.
I do know John Romero. I could ask him how that shit worked.
That's true. How do we pull off that Irish shit,
Right.
John?
He'd be like, "Who are you again?" I'd be like, "Don't you remember? We met at that strip club." Oh, right.
Hi, Brenda.
You know when Gazillion closed your studio, I took all your designers in so they wouldn't lose their jobs. You remember,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
remember me now?
Yeah, I was there. I was there for that.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm friends with John Romero. I'm saying I've met him a couple times.
Yeah,
But enough times that I could send him an email to be like, "So how did that shit work?" Because he would answer.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, likewise, I was considering trying to send. I happen to have personal emails for a few people: Richard Garriott, Chris Roberts, John Van Canahem, and I'm like, "Hey, dude."
I have worked for all of them.
I have high-fived all 3 of you, and one of you I've even given a hug. Y'all want to send me some Bon Mot? You know, Chris is a cool dude. His game's gonna rule. Lord British. You know, like,
That's kind of not that guy's style.
no, it really isn't. But you know,
Roberts, though.
Roberts,
Chris,
dude,
he
he's
was
a cool fucker.
for all the shit people talk about him. That guy's all right.
No, he's dope. Like, seriously. I told him, his response when I told him that I used to listen to Rush and put on my brother's can headphones to play Wing Commander was more of a, like, well, yeah. You know, like, he just chuckled. It was like, yeah, right on. You know, cheers.
That's how you play that.
That's
game.
how you play that game. Right? So, no, it's fun stuff. But, these guys, I don't know these guys more than having been their employee,
Yeah.
you know, and
I know JVC kind of
had drinks with them.
well when that I picked up his fucking $1 million Corvette collection for him and shit.
That's
but-
true.
Well, you never know.
So, you know,
if
I
these
thought about sending
marketing
these dudes an
connections will
email
work.
each and being like, high five, guys, remember me?
Yeah,
You should at least try.
Retweet my stuff.
it's actually worth a shot.
Like my posts.
Jokes aside, it is worth a shot.
Yeah.
Because
So, that's something I might do this
the
week.
worst that possibly happen isn't...
Is they go, whore.
Well, no, actually, the worst that possibly happen is they go, no, I don't like you, and I'm gonna write a bad review about you. Yeah, all Skyward Star games are about
I might be able
baby
to turn
sacrificing.
That, I might be able to turn that to our advantage.
Yeah, I was going to say, that could be good press.
Oh, I bet. I had to think of something terrible. So
Yeah.
baby sacrificing.
Then you end up with Derek Smart in your corner, and
Oh.
Derek's got money.
yeah,
That just puts you on the map, indeed.
he's an interesting one, I guess.
Right.
I talk to him on Facebook a lot.
All the time,
actually.
right? Yeah.
He's not as flamboyant as some of his public acts would make you think.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
think that's what the Yeah, I think that's what the public acts are about.
Don't we also know like a soap opera writer too, who's like good friends with me and my mom?
I do know a guy that at one point in his career wrote for soaps. I have not spoken with him in a while, but yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of weird connections that I should try to...
Yeah, that I've never
Exploit.
really tried
should.
to tap.
Yeah. It's an interesting thought. So...
Yeah.
And I agree, Lake.
He still does,
I
by
do.
the way.
Yeah.
I've kept up with a lot of his Facebook posts.
It was Lays of Our Lives back in the day.
Yeah, it was.
So, that's high profile.
Like sands through the hourglass.
Dust. Wind.
Dude. Yeah. But, I wonder also if there isn't some way to get some amount of patronage.
Well, that's what the Patreon is the first step towards.
Yeah,
will,
I mean, from
Conrad.
those people.
Correct. Once you have a very easy avenue, and you're like, hey, I just started this up, thanks. Maybe
Yeah.
one of them then
Yeah,
recognizes,
maybe.
something.
Yeah.
Maybe we share a dream.
Yeah, well, with all of those guys we do,
I
because we
know.
have. But-
Because, yeah, literally.
That's what I heard 2-0.
You can rewind it.
Oh, that's funny.
I said what I said.
I know what I
The
heard.
laser.
I'm familiar with Stefano and Doc.
Yeah. and
I've
Patch.
watched a little too
Isn't
much of that
Patch Days
shit.
of Our Lives?
Patch. The lady in white.
Oh, yeah, that was the Not Ghost, right?
The Not Goes Ghost.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, there was a lot of Days of Our Lives on television in my house growing up.
Way too
Whole
much.
family liked that crap.
Yeah, well, I knew somebody who wrote for that show.
Yeah.
He's
That
my
show-
godfather.
That show was insane in the way the G.I. Joe the movie was. We were talking about that earlier.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Days of Our
jeez.
Lives is the same sort of insanity after a while. After a while, you're like, wait, that guy died like 6 times.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
That
And the
Cobra
season
Commander
blows up.
conversation
He'll come
is
back.
one of
Don't
those
worry.
things that should be recorded. Released to Patreon payers, just office chats.
Right.
Oh! That is another thing. We were looking into a 360 camera
Oh,
solution
shit,
for
yeah.
the office. There are a couple 360 cameras that are almost affordable. Almost. If we were to do a drive or put it as another goal on the Patreon, I'm sure we could pick up one of these cameras. The name is escaping me, but it's got 360 in the name, and it's essentially circle vision, but it's only like this
360
big.
or something like that.
It's about the size of a tennis ball, and you could attach it in the center of the room, and you guys would have circle vision, like
Of our office.
Of the office. If you had VR, you could put on your little Samsung gear and look around.
Yeah.
And so we talked about that. That's another
Watch us work.
fun stuff gimmick we might put up, and then we could have some period of time a day where we just live stream through that or something.
Yep. Where it's, I think
Yeah,
that
it
might be
the
what it is.
360
Cliff.
Fly. It might be.
They just put out a new one that does 4K, built-in live streaming.
Right, and it was a real simple solution, and I looked at them over at Best Buy when I happened to be there, and was like, oh look, it's plug and play,
Circle jerk vision.
Circle Vision is a Disney reference. Circle Vision's where you go right after you puffed that Major J, and you need to chill in the air conditioner.
But
for
you
a
got to
while.
be careful. You want to be up against the rail because when
Right,
it gets
because-
flying, you're gonna fall over.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Us recording our work day,
I have a lot of experience with the Naked Dance Party world, Rose, and it's pricey.
See us, in our impromptu conversations, philosophy chats,
Yep.
bowls being smoked, us listening to music. It should be really fun for you people who
Yep.
like watching people.
Yep.
And who doesn't like
Yeah, it'd be
watching?
fish tanky.
I like watching people.
It wouldn't be
honestly.
highly interactive, but be fun.
I might break the fourth
Kappa.
wall once or twice because
I don't know about that,
I like
Coach.
that. GoPro Omni? Oh yeah, all 3 of us.
Yeah, well, no, we're all
Yeah, it's
we're all
VR.
about the budget here, right?
Right.
All right. Well, do you guys have any questions? Because otherwise, I think we're probably at the wrap-up point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Questions or concerns, you have 15 seconds. Maybe 30.
Just to recap while we're waiting for any
45.
incoming questions, I will probably be doing the dev stream tomorrow night instead of Thursday.
Correct. Verday's
Story-
taking over Thursday.
New story will be up before the next live stream,
Right.
before the next Fireside Chat.
On the website.
Yep.
It's our 10th Fireside Chat.
It will
We
be.
should
Totally
do
will be.
something about
We
something
should.
for that.
I think we should have a 10th Fireside Chat party.
Also, like,
Perfect.
actually light the fire or something.
Yeah. You'll light the fire and
Thank
That
you,
might be a
Rose.
little warm.
place the flowers in the vase that we bought today.
Oh, yeah. By the end of the day, I should link you guys to a constellation that, here's a hint, has to do with Nodens. There you go. That will use some Riddick art.
Pop up in the Discord, comrade, and we will talk about what we need as far as 3D assets go and what we might be able to do to exploit
For
your
the
skills.
yeah, for the div card app, we're gonna need a set.
Yep,
So cool looking table and all the stuff on the wall behind it, basically.
pretty much, yeah. For the app, for your
Yeah.
app. So that's a start right there. It's a few asset requests we can probably rock out pretty quickly.
Yep.
Yep.
And I also have Verde compiling
That's it.
an asset request list for flat art for
Yes.
the
Wait a minute. No,
player man.
I don't need shit.
You got
And I
it?
apologize, head client. That's not in any way a reference to anything from you at all.
Oh!
I am sitting on all of the fucking interiors from Revival. I don't need shit. What I need is
Cards.
to remember so that I'm not a fucking dork who goes, I need assets while standing on a mountain of quality assets.
You need cards.
I need cards, and those are really easy to make.
Yep.
So really what we need is the art for the cards.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I think there's even a way we can leverage 3D art for cards. If you could set up vignettes and take pictures, or if you could use symbolic solids and skulls and things and bits and pieces that make up the images, and then create images out of them, and then
And then treat them so
Then-
that they have the right style or whatever.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there might even be
is the right way to say it.
yeah, you would take a snapshot of a 3-dimensional tableau and then treat it in post.
Right. Or
Yeah.
paint over it.
Or
Whatever
paint
it is you're
over.
doing for your style.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's all the Teleston stuff today. Hey, you guys should come back here later
There should be
tonight
a 790.
because there's this cool group of people called the DOP crew, right?
I know those guys.
No,
Yeah.
I've heard about those guys. Huh?
They put out stuff every single day, unlike us guys here at Skyward Star, who only puts out stuff once every Tuesday because we can't be bothered. But those DOP crew guys, they give you quality entertainment every single night of the week, and sometimes even in the afternoon. Tonight, it shall be Verde Manzana playing some games. He isn't sure yet what games he will be playing, but he has plenty of them to play.
Indeed. We have content every night of the week as DOP crew.
Yep. I'm
You
playing
can watch
Fallout
us get
4 again
deleterious
lately.
and play video games. It's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
I too approve of chibi onions. I think I shared my chibi onion note last week, the one that I got about my keyboard. But yeah, we have stuff on every night of the week. There's a schedule
I can play
down
that.
there. I've got that Blackguards game. Yes.
Yeah, that game was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I haven't done my experiment with it yet.
Oh, yeah?
I look forward to it.
Still running through it too. It's just I have a whole bunch of story games that I want to do / complete, and so even though I keep on saying I try to keep up a schedule, I mean there's Blackguards, there's freaking Way of the Samurai, there's fucking still Stardew Valley that I haven't finished with you guys yet. There's a shit ton of continuous story games that I can and should do. For
Yeah, I
all
got
of
a
you.
bunch as well.
Yep. I
That's
heard that
super
guy was
backlog.
recruiting for co-op.
Which
Looking
guy?
for engineers to help him. The guy who did Stardew Valley.
Oh, yeah?
Well, he
that's
wants
right,
to do a
co-op.
multiplayer.
Yeah.
And co-op! Imagine group night in that.
Yeah, that would be
Stardew
awesome.
Valley.
I would totally play that game.
Yeah, DOP farm.
Yep. That's going to be cool. We're going to be herb farmer.
I don't know that you could do that in Stardew Valley. I may be wrong.
We grow herbs and trash.
You can grow flowers.
See?
Ah.
You know how it is here.
Yeah, I mean, are you 20-year-old, young virile male?
Oh,
See, I wasn't
that's
going to
what it's
make the
about.
younger model joke, but apparently the younger model was already there with the joke.
Well, I think that puts us squarely in Joketown.
Yep, I didn't
Yeah,
see
it does.
any new questions come up.
No,
So
I didn't.
All right, so we will check back in next week. In the meantime, we're on the Discord. If somebody wants to type "bang Telestin" in the chat, you'll
They
get a
did
list
that.
of all the cool links and stuff.
But they can do it again. But
They can
did
always
that.
do it again. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, otherwise I think we're done, guys. So we will see you on chat, and we will see you at our 10th Fireside chat next week, Tuesday,
Absolutely.
same time.
And I will see you later.
At the movies.
Bye, everybody.
Be well.